Thank you, Mr. Gale. I welcome the report and I welcome its objective in trying to identify and highlight the situation of the people in Gaza. But I also want to look, as many speakers have done, at the wider situation, because it's only looking at the wider situation that we'll be able to resolve this. Paragraph 3 talks about a collective punishment. We've heard how Israel has the right to defend its people, has also the absolute need to be able to stop Hamas rearming itself as well. But in order to solve the humanitarian crisis, we're in an incredibly difficult position when Hamas itself has no regard for its own people, throwing rockets indiscriminately into Israeli territory that are embedded in hospitals, in schools and other highly densely populated areas. Now, restrictions on the movement of goods and people have been eased in the light of the ceasefire agreement over the last few years, with 13% of an increase of goods entering in Kerem Shalom. 10,000 Gazans moving from Israel into Israel for medical treatment, and 100 tons of medical equipment going from Israel into Gaza each and every week. But of course, more that can be done. The report is right to seek a two-state solution, but just as illegal settlements are a barrier to progress, then the role of Hamas is also a barrier. Amendment 2 by the Committee on Public Affairs rightly refers to school textbooks. But as we've heard from Mr. Howell, there's more that can be done to avoid the indoctrination of the next generation of people. The fact that a pro-Hamas media organisation is showing films of children having the martyrdom effectively pushed upon them is something that's a real barrier to peace. Now, we've heard that up to $90 million have been spent building 36 tunnels, pouring 600,000 tonnes of concrete into them. Now, just imagine how much good those resources could have done for the people of Gaza. Imagine how much the daily lives of those people could have been improved. Imagine how much progress could have been made in the peace process if these diversions had not taken place. The dire humanitarian situation undoubtedly exists in Gaza, but we need a durable agreement that addresses the underlying causes of the conflict and ensures economic recovery. The Israeli government should further ease restrictions on Gaza, and whilst it's at it, stop the building of settlements. But also, attacks against Israel and Israelis must end. The Palestinian Authority needs to resume control of Gaza, restoring effective, accountable government. And we must do all that we can do to secure talks without preconditions. And then, and only then, can we have a lasting solution for the humanitarian situation in Gaza and elsewhere in that region.